can I give my zakat to my maternal uncle to build his house? He is not wealthy and is trying to borrow money for the construction of his house. Okay, number one, can I give my zakah money to my maternal or paternal uncle or cousins or nephews and nieces? Yes, you can. And as a matter of fact, Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, as-sadaqah, the charity, whenever it is given to one who is distant from you, he is not your relative, you receive the reward for the charity. What word? For the charity. It counts only as a charity. وَالصَّدَقَةُ عَلَى الْقَرِيبِ, whilst giving charity to one's relative is actually صَدَقَةٌ وَصِلَةٌ, double reward, the reward of giving the charity and the reward of upholding the ties of your kinship. This is a misconception in the mind of most Muslims, that they should make sure that they send their money abroad. They should give their zakat to some who are not even related to them. On what basis? It's a myth. It's a myth. You know that we're not supposed to even send the zakah overseas unless if everybody is, mashallah, not eligible for the zakah for innocence in my locality, or in case that in another Muslim locality there is a calamity, a crisis, a devastation which makes them more in need than my place, and so on. So I should begin with, whenever it comes to da'wah, whenever it comes to support, whenever it comes to charity, whenever it comes to the zakah, begin with your close family members. Close family members. Brothers and sisters, yes. Nephews and nieces, yes. Uncles and aunts, paternals or maternals, yes. Not parents, not children, not grandparents, not grandchildren, as far as the mandatory zakah. Why? Because presumably that you're supposed to support your children as long as they are in need for your help, and similarly the parents. So the financial support is due on the children towards the parents and on the parents toward the children, unless if any of them happen to be in debt. They borrowed not to cover their basic needs because you have been negligent sometime, for innocence. Rather, they borrowed because they were in a situation, in a car accident, or they sponsored somebody and they did not make the payment on time. So they are in debt and they cannot afford to settle their debt. I can settle my parents' debt, which is not related to their basic needs, as I mentioned earlier and I explained, from my zakah. That is permissible. Okay? As far as whether this person, now we decided you can give the zakat to your maternal or paternal uncle provided they are eligible. إنما الصدقات للفقراء والمساكين. الفقراء والمساكين are the two prominent categories of the 8 categories who have been mentioned in ayah number 60 of Surah At-Tawbah. Okay. So the main criterion is poverty and need. So if this person, whether he's an uncle or not, he's in need. Yes, he is actually a headmaster or a prime minister, but he's living halal. His earning is not sufficient for him to cover his basic needs. He's a big shot as far as a position, but his salary is not sufficient. He has to borrow in order to cover for his basic needs, to pay his tuitions for his children, for the rent, for the basic needs. So I can give him from the zakah because he is poor. The position does not determine. What determines is whether he's in need or not. So if your uncle is really poor, yes, you can give him from your zakah. That is 100% legal.